thought Citadel played really hard, and you can see how they're dangerous. They've had Furman beat. They've been in about every game they played, and you just see how our league is. I think Mercer won today, didn't they? So it's just a league where anybody, when they're playing well, and everybody's playing well this time of year, it seems like anything can happen. It's going to be a fight. We needed that game. With the Chore been out, Jaden's been out. The Chore hadn't really got to practice at all. Jermaine's kind of been in and out of practice. And obviously AJ didn't play, then Jaden's kind of been out. So this was really good for us to get a rhythm. You could tell we're out of rhythm the first half. You could tell Chore just was kind of like, hey, you could tell he hadn't practiced in a while. And I always say that, and that's my challenge to AJ, is getting back healthy. And you can't just get back healthy. It's not football where hey, I'm healthy enough to play on game day. We got to have guys healthy enough that they can practice to get that rhythm back. And I thought about 14-minute mark in the second half, 12-minute mark, we found that rhythm offensively, and we were pretty good. What's been the story of our team all year long has just been different guys stepping it up over and over. And when you have depth in that, and it's not, you're not married to one guy's got to do it, great things happen. It was Dallas Graziani in the first half. I thought he played one of his best games, and then Nate on senior night maybe played his best game. He's always consistent. Sometimes he can play great games. You don't see it in the box score because he makes a smart play every time. But tonight you got to see what he did in the box score. And this is just somebody that he's been around. He's won conference championships before. He's won them. Now he's won them here. And just people of character, no matter what, their highs and lows early in the season, up and down in terms of minutes played. Now, obviously we get down to crunch time. His game's sharp, and he's playing well, and it's crunch time. You're going to ride with the seniors. You know how it is, and we got some good ones. So I'm really happy for him. I'm just really happy for these seniors, on the guys that really came here that built it, had to do it before it's never happened, had to see it before it's never happened. They'll always be remembered. What Alabama football team do you remember? What running back do you remember in the Saban dynasty? Mark Ingram. Why? Because Mark Ingram started it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even tell you who some of these guys were recently, and I love watching Alabama football. And they'll remember these guys like Nate Johnson, all those seniors are going to remember those for the guys that started this when we are cutting down these nets on the regular.
That was such a great visual with the Mark Ingram thing. But anyways, the week between now and the conference tournament, how do you try to stay in that in-game rhythm with this much time off?
Yeah, we got to get back practicing competitive practices, and you got to be healthy enough to do that. So I think we're getting closer. I was really happy that Achor was able to get back. AJ's got to get back. Jaden, what he did today is his tendonitis stuff that goes on. It was not the reason he was sitting out originally. So it's not the same injury. I'm not going to say he had something that most people his age don't get, an illness, and now he's over that. He's getting over that, but this was a knee issue, and but it wasn't. It's not. It's just patella tendonitis. So he'll be back for us.
You guys are one of the few teams in the country that are 18-0 at home. Especially, I can't even count how many games you guys were at full strength for those. Just talk about the group as a whole, finding a way to get all these games at home.
If you want to change the culture anywhere, that starts with winning your home games. That's where it starts. You got to be able to take care of business at home, and that's what we talked about years ago. Like, hey, we got to be able to win our home games to change the culture. And it's one thing when you are battling to do that. That hey, we got an opportunity to do this, but now I think we just expect to do it. And I actually think going into the last game, we were one of the top 10 teams in the country in road win percentage. I think I saw that somewhere. So that's how you win the league. You got to take care of business at home. You got to find a way to steal them on the road. SoCon's a hard place to win on the road, so you can't put yourself behind the 8 ball at home. But it's been a total effort by everybody. Like it's been, the fans. Even today, like we're on spring break. You got the high school Final Fours going on. You got Alabama's playing Tennessee tonight. You got the chili cook-off out there. I didn't think we'd have anybody here, and so I'm just so appreciative of those who showed up. And it was good. We felt you. We felt you.
You've had success in the regular season, obviously last year winning the regular season championship. What makes the SoCon tournament so difficult to find success in?
Yeah, that's just for anybody. It's just you're going to play against 3-point shooting teams who are going to play well. I've actually felt like, exception of I say our first year we were here, we went in there with a lot of walk-ons and played in that tournament. I thought our guys played well. We got killed, but I thought they played as good as they could play. I think we played great in the SoCon tournament. I really do. When you look at it the past couple of years, came out there, we beat a very good UNC Greensboro team and took Furman to the wire. We were pretty much right there in the middle of the paint. We make a shot there and Slauson blocks it. If we make it, we probably win. Last year, I thought based on who we had out there, based on injury, our guys battled, came back from 15, took the lead under a minute left. I couldn't ask for much more than that. So my point is sometimes you can't get results oriented. We can't be so like put the pressure of the world is about winning the tournament. This is about us going up there with absolutely no fear, guns blazing, no regrets, being the aggressor, and whatever happens, happens. And if someone is good enough to edge us that day, our mindset is we're going to look them in the eye, shake their hand, and say, good luck to you guys, man. That was a great job by y'all. But we're not going up there with the weight of the world on our shoulders. The only weight we have on our shoulders is we're going to come out there and we're going to play as hard as we can play. We're going to play unselfish, and we're going to play together. And when you take that, eventually you're going to break through. And I know this team deserves to break through. So we'll see what happens.
Coach, towards the end, a lot of players getting banged up, Rylan and Josh. How do you balance, you want them to play, but you also want to have some rest. So how do you balance that?
Man, I don't know. I went back and forth with it. We were, very rarely in any league do you have clinch the league with 2 games left. I was talking to somebody that was associated with Winthrop back in the day when Greg Marshall used to coach them, and they sometimes did that in the Big South. And then, what did he say? He said, don't even get on the bus, cause and then you sit here at home and you're looking up and there's Josh is down with 4 seconds. Jaden's Rylan's down. I'm like, Rylan's pointing to his knee. I'm like, what's going on here? And it's tough. It's scary. But I do think that every injury that we've had, we will be fresh. I mean, we will be ready for the tournament. We have to get AJ practice reps. You can see. I mean, we see it, guys. When guys aren't able to practice, it takes them a sec to find that rhythm. It just takes them a second to find that rhythm. Like a chore, it took him a second, but then he found it. So we got to get healthy enough where these guys can get some practice reps.
Nathan, you've won conference championships before. What's special about this regular season title?
Just the group of guys. I mean, it's hard to find guys that you love to play with. The locker room's so tight, on and off the floor, and that's what's I think so special about it is the bond that we have off the floor is just as strong as you guys see out there on the court. So winning it with these guys and this staff and the fans too. I mean, everything's just really special about this place.
Has your 3 always been like your strong shot, like when you were at different colleges, like when you were in high school, or how have you become a more efficient shooter here at Samford?
Yeah, that's always kind of been my thing. 3-point shooting and defense. That's what I really pride myself on is doing things that equate to winning that you don't see on the stat sheet. Getting on the floor for loose balls, getting tip outs, things like that. The 3-point shot, I mean, some games you got it, some games you don't. I mean, like you saw today, I was hot. The other day I wasn't. So it's just finding that rhythm out on the court and then doing the things that will help the group as a whole.
For you, what are you looking forward to as far as Asheville goes? You were there last year. It's a cool tournament, and it seems like, as Coach said, everybody's hot, and everybody's going to amp it up for Asheville.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great tournament. The thing I like about it is that, it's a clean slate now. Everybody's got a chance to go win it, and we got to show up and be ready to go do it. So it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
What do you think about what Coach said about the fact of the matter that is that people will look back at this team and remember you guys as kind of a group that started something?
Yeah, it's always special, to start something. And when I was talking to Coach when he was recruiting me here, is the building on what they've done previously and then winning championships. And that's what we've done. And it's just exciting to know that, this group will be remembered forever for what we've done here.